Well, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Speed Racing Network. I'm your host, Eddie Smith, and tonight, boy, am I excited to get the Hardline Transport Solutions 150 underway here in the Hardline Transport Solutions Rebels Truck Series. Boy, it just hasn't been Sunday nights without it. And we are glad to be back and glad to have y'all here with me tonight. Tonight, taking on Michigan International Speedway. What a way to kick this off with a bang, which is start off with, doggone it, if we ain't got, oh heck, we ain't got 30 plus trucks here the first race of the season, and not a better place to do it than at Michigan. Not quite like a Daytona, Talladega, but pretty dang close in these trucks where drafting is going to be a big part of this race. Going to be frustrating to pass. Going to need some help and a little bit of patience to find your way to the front if you don't qualify up front, which is what we're doing right now. So Michigan, always sort of a wild track. And, I think we'll see that tonight where guys are really having to fight for that line, whether it be the top or the bottom. We don't know. We'll see once we get out on the track. But, yeah, glad to have y'all here. We'll talk a little bit about the series, but we'll go ahead and look at the schedule, see what's coming up. And we're starting with Michigan, with Kansas next week, Daytona, Bristol, Watkins Glen, Iowa, Dover, Talladega, Worldwide Tech, Darlington, and Homestead. I mean, what a run of tracks. That's going to be a lot of fun. And we're going to get all the way up to Christmas, where we are going to have a final five in the championship race. So, man, looking forward to it. You see the two drop weeks. I mean, this is going to be a fun one. I mean, the track selection here is pristine by the league owner. We want to thank all of our sponsors. We'll go through them here. Of course, we'll go through them as we go, but we got about 4 minutes left in qualifying. But, Hardline Transport Solution, Mike Bertosa, always a big part of this series. And tonight, this season, no different, as he is sponsoring, the main sponsor. Of course, got the Chuck Pegleg Pole Award, the mainstay here. We got the No Neck Fashion Pair Hard Charger Award. We got a new one this season, the Andy Kurtz Hard Luck Award. And, of course, no doubt, the Flexible Freight Solutions post-race show that we'll get at the end of the race. But, yeah, looking forward to this one as we, I'm checking to see, want to talk to Matt Clement. I haven't seen him on track yet, so we're going to go ahead and pull him up into the booth. He doesn't really have enough time, but you know what? We'll be brief with it, and we'll bring him up in the booth now. That is, if I can find him. We'll get him up into the chat now. Matt Clement, this is Eddie in the booth. You got a copy?
Sure do. What's going on, Eddie?
Man, not too much. Really happy to be talking to you, and happy to have this series back rolling. Yeah, are you going to qualify first off?
I did.
Oh, you did qualify. Okay, yeah, perfect.
I'm down in 20th.
Okay. Well, I want to bring you up in here and talk to you about the season, what we can expect. I mean, already we can expect big fields here, which is normal here early in the season. But talk a little bit about this season, what you're excited for, and maybe some changes, something different that we might notice that hasn't been here in the season past.
So first off, we got about 6 tracks that we have ran one time in the last 4 seasons. So we brought those back in. Worldwide Technology, aka Gateway. So that's going to be interesting. Lots of fast repairs probably going to be used at that one, but we're going to give it a shot again. The big thing this season, we want to get back to the roots, back to the beer league mentality. That doesn't mean wreckfest. That means be respectful, race each other clean. Be competitive when you can be competitive, but at the same time, it's about having a good time. We don't want to ruin anyone's good time tonight.
Well, with 30 plus trucks, I mean, it's obviously that you've done something right. People want to race here, and that is a huge thing. I mean, car count's always tough to come by. There's so many leagues to choose from, and so there's no doubt that you're a big part of why they choose to race here. But yeah, I mean, we'll talk about your race. We'll step aside from the league talk about your race. How you feeling? You're looking to be starting somewhere around the 20th position. What's your plan for tonight, and how do you plan on attacking?
Big thing tonight. I think some of the new guys and some of the old guys are going to want to set the fast lap of the race on lap one. My goal is to do what I normally do, which is take it easy on the tires and try to pick them up near the end of the stint. So we'll see how that works out.
All right. Any big pit strategy? Anything that you're foreseeing? You see fuel being an issue? How many pit stops do you think we're going to have to make tonight?
Probably going to have to make at least two. But we got 4 total sets of tires. So if there's a late caution, everybody's coming. So we'll see how that all works.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you get back to it. Good luck tonight, Matt.
All right. Appreciate you, Eddie. Thanks for coming on for another season.
Yes, sir. There you go, Matt Clement. He is ready to go. You hear him, and he is the fearless leader here. Puts on a great show, and no doubt about that. Always excited to be here. As we look at the qualifying times, we got about 18 seconds as Alan Nash comes across the start-finish line and puts himself up into that 4th position, a late qualifier. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump right into the grid. And let's see where everybody's going to be starting tonight as they start to get gridded up. Starting on the front row, that is going to be your Chuck Pegleg Pole Award winner, Lucas Lyons, who starts in that 25. A newcomer starts on the pole here, tonight. 2 first names, Larry Dale, going to start outside the front row. What a great starting spot for him. That's a great way to start the season, start up front. And I think that's where you're going to want to be. Starting in 3rd is going to be Kyle Roberts. 4th, Alan Nash. James Nelson going to start in the 5th position. Daniel Cunningham in 6th. In 7th is Tracy Passons. In 8th is Andy Kurtz. Starting in 9th, Michael Kostick. And starting in 10th is Travis Bieber. Starting 11th, Josh Lokovitz. 12th, Charles Stevens Jr. 13th, Matt Knights. 14th, Davy Jones. Starting 15th is Kenneth Pack and Aaron Adcock. Going to start here on the in the 16th position in that number 17 machine. I know he's happy to be back in that 17 machine tonight. He's going to start in the 16th position. In 17th, Mickey Isaac. Chuck Felt's going to start in the 18th position. 19th is Spencer Gay, and Alex Veith going to start. VSRN's own Alex Veith going to start in the 20th position. 21st is Matt Clement. 22nd, Mike Bertosa. Butch Taylor starting in the 23rd position. Mike Veith in the 24th. 25th is Jake Cunningham. 26th, Brandon Wallace. Tommy Osborne starting in the 27th position. Stephon Davis in 28th. 29th, Jerry LeGrand. And 30th, Jimmy Cofield. And rounding out your field is Gary Wright here in that number 21 Chevy Silverado. Well, that is your grid. Thanks to Chuck for the pole award. And we are getting all gridded up here. Pace truck going to pull off pretty soon. And then we're going to hit the track and got 75 laps here tonight. As we'll bring up the race analysis here at VSRN. The Craftsman trucks, fixed setup, so no tinkering around with the setup. 75 laps, which is a good long while here at Michigan, especially if we have a lot of cautions. And for 1 fast repair, 4 total sets of tires. And, man, draft is going to be a huge, huge deal. And 80% fuel. So you heard it from Matt himself. We are going to be thinking about 2 stops. So going to need to be paying attention to that. Pit strategy may be a big thing here tonight. Well, we'll talk to Lucas Lyons real quick as everybody pulling off the track. We'll see if we can get him in here and talk to him. Lucas, this is Eddie in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, that I do.
Well, man, you are first race of this series, and you're going to start on the pole. We don't want to keep you too long as we're getting ready to go green, but talk a little bit about your strategy. Congratulations, by the way, on being the first Chuck Pegleg Pole Award winner. But talk a little bit about your strategy. What are you going to do out here, especially here early in this race?
I'm going to just try to keep the track position. This race is going to be so much about that, and hopefully just try to stay out front, get to clean air, save a little bit of tire. But other than that, just try to work with teammates and stuff like that and just stay up front.
Well, there you have it. Lucas Lyon, he started on pole, going to try to stay there and try to get this win. Good luck, Lucas.
Thank you.
There you have it. There is your Chet Peg Leg Pole Award winner, and they come through turns 3 and 4. Boy, we're getting ready to go racing. I cannot wait. So excited to get this season going. If you haven't already, like and subscribe, comment on the broadcast here. All that stuff helps get us a little bit more visibility and a little cross promotion for your league. But here we go. Pace car is pulling off. Lucas Lyon going to lead us down alongside Larry Dale. Green flag is out here in the Rebels Truck Series presented by Hardline Transport Solutions, and we're green. 75 laps here at Michigan. Lap number 1 in the books, and we already got a battle for the lead. We've got side-by-side Lucas Lyons with Larry Dale. It has been a lot of side-by-side racing throughout the field so far on lap 1. And guys just trying to figure out where is the best line to be running up front. Though Lucas Lyons takes over the lead, and Larry Dale going to be right on his bumper, pushing him down the back straightaway. So Larry Dale had the opportunity to use that run to get out front, but elects to stay on the back bumper of that 25 and try to pull away a little bit from this pack. As you see Kyle Roberts there in that 3rd position, but man, James Nelson looking a little wild, trying to go down to the inside. We'll take a look at Kyle Roberts here as he's getting a big run here, and you can see he's got the VR on, man. He's done upgraded and gonna go virtual here. So Kyle's got the I can't think, it looks like an HB Reverb. I'm not real sure. It might be an Oculus. I don't know. But he's locked in now. They won't see any kind of distractions and stuff for Kyle this season, as he's going to be completely locked in and shut off from the rest of the world. But so far, so good, running in that 3rd position, as he's got a massive amount of trucks behind him. But trying to ride there, but James Nelson looking really racy inside that number 7 machine, as he is looking down to the inside of Kyle Roberts. Just can't stand it. He's got the run, got to take it. You see a lot of guys trying to be patient. He's going to try to fill that gap, and oh my goodness, Andy Kurtz cut him a break. Could have caused a wreck there. James Nelson trying to fit that truck in there, but here goes Larry Dale, though, for the lead. Looks down to the inside of Lucas, and we can do this all day. That's why the trucks at Michigan is so much fun, is the leader will never be able to get away. And as long as you got that run, you'll be able to get up there. Now that kind of brings in a couple drivers. You see Alan Nash there in the 27 machine with Tracy Passons, his teammate, right behind him. Similar looking trucks, but different sponsors. I love that. Somebody's slow. Oh, Jimmy Cofield on the inside, letting the pack go. Awesome by him. But so far, so good. Everybody kind of lined up. Here comes Kyle Roberts, going to take the 2nd position. So we've got some guys being patient. Andy Kurtz cutting brakes as we cross over to lap 5 out of 75. We're clicking them off quick, and you can see Larry Dale there down on the bottom. He's kind of in trouble at this point. We'll see if he can make that bottom side work, but they're all lined up on the top side. He may be in trouble. As tires start to wear out, these trucks can go wide open the first couple of laps, but then you have to start lifting. We'll see the separation between trucks pretty soon, and you're already kind of seeing it here, these top few drivers. But go back here to the 8th position. You see this 2nd pack starting to form with Travis Bieber, Michael Kostick, and Alan Nash going side by side. It's got to be frustrating to guys knowing that, hey, we're losing this pack here. But Alan Nash knows that track position is so important. He's got to get down to the inside and try to make something happen. And they're close enough. They still have the sniff of the draft. But Larry Dale, you can see going backwards here as he's down on the bottom. And you'll see he's just not able to get he's scrubbing so much speed off the corner, trying to keep it off of the guy on the outside line. And you see the run that the top side gets. And he's going to fall in line here in 7th position. But battle for the lead. Kyle Roberts, Lucas Lyons going to be battling side by side. Looks like Kyle going to try the slide job. But Lucas going to have the run, and Kyle going to block that run, but he's going to open himself up for the top side. That's not what you want to do. If you want to give him that bottom side if you can, but Kyle makes an early mistake and going to give Lucas that top side, and that may find Kyle going the wrong direction as they're 3 wide right behind him. Just for a second. Oh, Kyle Roberts is loose. Oh, and Tracy passes, comes down and hits him. Oh, they make contact. Oh, and the front bumper comes off of Tracy Pass's truck, and caution is out here early on lap 8. Tracy's not just missing all kinds of parts. Radiator sticking out there. He's got a modified at this point, but Kyle Roberts goes around in front of the field, and you can see he was not happy on the camera. As we'll go back and see if we can watch that one more time, as we were kind of looking back a little bit. And try to see exactly what happened to Kyle here as he was side by side for the lead. And we'll go check on the first Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind of the season. And here it is right here. Kyle Roberts down to the inside of Lucas. Goes down in the corner, and he's going to slide up the track. And when he does, he's trying to keep the wheel in it, gas it up. Does a great job, though, of, oh, my goodness, unfortunate for Tracy Passons there. As, man, that is tough. We'll see if we can't get onboard shot of Tracy here. As you can see, Kyle sliding up the track, and he's trying to keep it off Lucas, and what a damn good job he does. And, oh, Tracy just with nowhere to go. Just unfortunate. He's going to be the one that loses the bumper. So early caution as we're coming down pit road. Everybody going to come down. We got 4 sets of tires, so we might see some folks stay out as it has only been about 8 laps. So I expect to see a few drivers stay out, but those tires going to be a big difference as there was a pretty large drop-off from the beginning of the race till lap 8. So we're going to see some guys stay out, but I think it's going to be real tough for them. But you see the whole field coming down pit road, and well, it looks like nobody took tires and everybody came down for fuel only. So so far, Spencer Gay looks to be the only one that took tires. He was on pit road for about 14.6 seconds. And Mike Bertosa, Butch Taylor, Brandon Wallace, Tommy Osborne, those guys have pit box times that that indicate they might have gone down pit road and gotten 4 tires. But everyone else in the field, I'm going to say went and got fuel only. I can't imagine they would go down and get 2 tires. Usually it's about a 9-second stop. Everybody right around that 6.5-second stop time. But you got 3 drivers who decided to stay out, and that is Davy Jones here in that number 10 machine. A good-looking truck. I like this little truck. Got a little bit of rainbow on this Toyota Tundra. And it says something about the ghost. I don't know. Interesting. But I like it. Looks good. And it definitely looks good out front as he is stayed out. Elects not to come down pit road. I mean, we heard that we heard Matt talk about saying, you know, this might be a 2-stop race. So those guys coming down getting fuel, I think that's probably a pretty good move. We'll see Baron Adcock and Chuck Feltz fall in the same category. As far as looking at new vehicles, well, you know what? Let's show off these people have put a lot of work in these paint schemes. And look here, we got Aaron Adcock in the 17 machine. Ditched the old number, got that 17 back. Good looking scheme. And then we got Chuck Feltz in a 4. Can't believe it. Get the driver cams up here. Chuck Feltz out there in a 4, but that Marine scheme looks really good. We'll take a look at Aaron in that 17. They look ready to go. We'll see if their tire difference is going to be a big deal. Like I said, most guys only took fuel only, so track position game, I like it. I think I think if those other guys would have taken tires, it would have been a scary strategy. But now they really just need to know if they can make it on fuel, if the extra fuel is going to make a difference for them. But that's why we race it out, to find out. Lights are off on the pace truck. Davy Jones will have control of the restart. Aaron Adcock on the outside of the front row. Chuck Phelps in third. Lucas Lyons comes down in the lead and comes out in fourth place. And James Nelson or Andy Kurt's going to be in the fifth position. Pace truck is off. We're going to get ready to go back green here. And into the Geico restart zone. Green flag is out for Davy Jones. Gets a good jump. Going to get up to the top side almost immediately and try to set sail as he's got 30 trucks behind him looking to take over that top spot. Chuck Phelps going down to the inside of his teammate, Aaron Adcock. Got to run, but here comes Lucas. Going to make it 3 wide here. Oh, and caution is out. Caution is out. Stephon Davis in the 21 of Gary Wright is backwards on the back straightaway. So cautions breed cautions. That is no surprise there. So we'll see what happened here to Gary Wright. But Gary Wright was backwards there on the back straightaway. And another Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind. Let's check it out. See, you got the 60 of Stephon Davis. I'll have to get used to these new paint schemes and new drivers. And you see Kyle Roberts there looking down to the inside. But coming off of turn 2. And, yeah, just the 21 just not aware that the 60 was still there. And just comes up the track and they make contact. Not too bad, but probably enough damage you want to get a faster pair. But you see some right front damage to that 21 Yahtzee machine. Well, we got plenty of time to talk to some folks, and we'll talk to the number 9 of Mike Veith. We'll get him up in here real quick and see what he thinks about this season. And I got him up into the chat right now. It looks like he's coming down pit road. Mike Veith, how you doing tonight?
Doing great.
Well, coming down pit road, getting you some fuel, but how's that truck? That number 9 machine looks fast. You're currently running in about the 16th or 17th position. How you feeling about it tonight?
Oh, pretty good, other than I was talking to you and I missed my pit, but doing pretty good.
Well, you know what? I should have been a little bit more on board on top of that when you were coming down pit road. Just bad timing. Sorry about that, Mike.
Not the end of the world.
Well, it's good to get to talk to you. Are you excited about this new season? Are you ready to get that 9 truck into victory lane at some point?
I would hope so. I'm just glad to be back racing. I took a couple months off of everything and glad to be back at it.
Well, all right. Well, as he catches back up to the field, probably going to go back down and get into his stall. We're going to let you go, Mike, so you don't miss it again. But definitely thank you for talking to us, and, man, good luck tonight.
Thank you, sir.
There you go. Dark Horse Motorsports driver Mike Veith. Appreciate him taking the time and apologize for causing him to miss his stall. But just happened to pick the first guy that was coming down pit road. So anyway, he'll be okay as we are still under caution here on lap 14 of 75. And boy, it feels good to be back in Rebels. But Davy Jones got him out here up front. Let's talk to Davy a little bit. Davy Jones, this Eddie in the booth. Got a copy?
Hey, Eddie. How you doing, buddy?
Well, one of our sponsors, Flexible Freight Solutions, Davy Jones, out here in front of the field, electing to stay out when everybody came down and got that fuel. But that gives you the lead. How you feeling about that decision, and how you feeling about that number 10 truck?
Well, the 10's run really good. I thought it was a little early to come in and maybe take a splash of fuel, but I thought it was a little early for tires. So we're going to roll the dice a little bit and see if we get on a little bit different strategy.
Well, that 10 truck's looking good. What does the Ghost mean?
It's Ghost Energy Drinks.
Okay. Well, you got you a nice, good-looking truck, and no better way to get it on camera more than being out front. So good luck to you tonight, Davey.
All right, thank you much, man. We'll hopefully see you at the end.
All right, that's Davey Jones going to lead us down to the green flag here on lap 15, coming to 16, and get this racing back rolling forward. It's always the same. It never really changes. You'll get you'll get these guys real patient on that initial start, and then that first caution comes out, and it just becomes a wild, just a wild grab for positions. You got guys who have already been in contact in wrecks with issues, and they excuse me, they're trying to fight their way back up to the front, like Kyle Roberts and others. Differing pit strategies, all kinds of things. So it really shuffles up the field and puts some different skill guys in with maybe some other skill guys, and sometimes it can be I don't even know what I'm saying. His green flag is out, though. Davey Jones gets a fantastic start, and that's going to bring Andy Kurtz in that 5 machine right along with him on the inside. If Andy can clear Lucas into one, he does. So, wow, really impressive job by Andy Kurtz. Now, that's going to be a name you're going to hear a lot this season. If you've been around enough, as Davey Jones gets a little bit tight off of turn 2, and that's going to open the door. And now here comes Lucas Lyon down to the inside to make it 3 wide. Who is going to pull out of that? And Davey Jones said, nope, don't have any interest in that, but we've got a side-by-side for the lead. And Lucas is going to complete the pass and take that top spot. Now, Andy will have a run. Will he take it? But, Andy Kurtz, and he's going to get a lot of TV time thanks to that number 5 Valvoline scheme. It gets a huge run on the outside, and he's going to jump up there and try to retake the lead. Lucas going to try to slide up in front of it, not going to be able to. Oh, he might. He got a really good drive through the middle. Is Lucas going to be able to do it? He does, and here comes Andy Kurtz down to the inside. Here they go, side by side for the lead. These guys are not waiting around. They are having a blast, and you know what? I am too, as Andy Kurtz now going to drive down to the inside. And side by side, they continue to be. I'd love to show some more action, but these guys keep getting wild up front. But that Valvoline scheme looking good. Normally, he kind of has some thrown together schemes, but this season, that is a good looking number 5 machine. Goes down to the bottom, but that bottom side just not where it needs to be here early. And you can see a little bit of left front damage to that 5 machine. Here comes James Nelson. Got to run, got to take it. James Nelson gets a nice little run. Going to look down to the inside. Try to side draft that 25 machine. But the top side run is going to be a lot stronger. He's got to continue to try. However, he may be in trouble now as we've seen that bottom side really kind of snooker some guys. As he's going to try to slide back up the drive. We've already seen him almost make contact with Andy Kurtz. And now we've got a new player, Michael Kostick, in that 8 machine. Now coming up into the group. And look at these drivers. Look at this. We're 2 by 2, sometimes 3 wide, all the way back to about 11th position. We've got all kinds of drivers. We got Charles Stevens Jr. in a VSRN paint scheme. Whoa, 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 whoa. We'll have to look a little bit closer at that. There it comes. Boy, it looks good. My band knows how to get some TV time, that's for sure. Look at that paint scheme. Hold on now. I know we got racing going on, but we're gonna take a look at this right here. Look at that. Boy, it's got it going on. VSRN on the 88 machine of Charles Stevens. Boy, if we had a paint of the night, that's probably going to win it. But right now he's running in the 10th position, which is just a hornet's nest of guys trying to fight for those positions. You can see everybody trying to stay close on the outside, make sure that they can, as we go 3 wide here between Kyle Roberts and Charles Stevens Jr. Up front, still Lucas Lyons. Oh, Charles going to squeeze in front of Spencer Gay in that 69 truck. Kyle Roberts desperately trying to get back to the front. He's having a good run. He's able to make up some moves. I think he's got fresh tires. I think that's the difference between that 35 machine. So, Kyle Roberts really moving here. We'll watch as he is on the back bumper of Davy Jones, who's falling back to that 7th position after starting here. You can see 4 tires making a big difference for that 35 machine. Oh, a little bit of, almost making a little bit of contact between Davy Jones there, 3 wide. Davy Jones not looking comfortable in the middle of that 3 wide situation. You got Travis Beaver in the 114 above him. Kyle Roberts should have the tire difference here in the middle as Davy, you can see, just not comfortable going 3 wide. Oh, and he almost got clear 3 wide, but here comes Charles Stevens. And Davey, you see he's going back and forth. I think that's sort of a, hey, I'm trying to move back and forth, scare you a little bit so you back off. And Charles Stevens does. So, man, I tell you what, good grief. Look at the racing we got going on here. This is unbelievable. We got all kinds of guys right here in the pack, and we'll show Charles Stevens on the driver cam. We got a lot of driver cams here tonight. We're actually going to go split screen here and show you who we got. My goodness, we got Mike V, Charles Stevens, you got Matt Clement, Kyle Roberts, Chuck Phillips, Aaron Adcock, Mickey Isaac, and Brandon Wallace, all on webcam tonight. Definitely appreciate them for doing that. It's always good to see and kind of get a little view into what's going on with these drivers. But good God, look at this racing we got going. I don't know if I got a camera big enough to fit it all in there. As a 17 is trying to get. Oh, they go around. Davy Jones. Oh, who is that? Oh, it's Alan Nash. Yeah, Alan Nash and Davy Jones go around. No caution. No caution as they're on the track, but they're kind of out of the racing surface, and caution does come out as Alan Nash sitting on the track. Obviously wanted that caution. I don't blame him one bit. But these drivers, oh, Davy almost, he spins it out again, trying to get it back going. Those rear tires, you can see he's missing. I mean, he's missing a whole back bumper. It's gone. Some fan got a souvenir to take back with him. But let's go back and see exactly what happened between those 2 drivers that brought out this last caution. We saw Davey just not being comfortable with these 3 wide situations, and it looked like Aaron Adcock with maybe 4 tires. I think he might have gone down pit road. He did, so he's got 4 tires. So he was really moving, and we'll take a look here on the Kinder Farm and Ranch Riggage Rewind. Watching that number 10 machine, you're gonna see he's going 3 wide again, and comes up the track a little bit, and yeah, just kind of gets into a loop. You know, sometimes you kind of go up and you're trying to correct it back down, then you try to correct it back up, and makes a little contact with Spencer Gay and comes back down the track and makes contact with Alan Nash. So that brings out the next caution. Good Lord, this driver's coming through at 1,000,000 miles an hour while Alan Nash sitting on the track. But that brings out this caution as they're coming down pit road. Now I would imagine guys coming down to get 4 tires. It's the worst thing that could have happened for Kyle Roberts. He's going to stay out here. He did come down and get 4 tires, but he didn't really get to use them. If it would have stayed green, that would have been really good for Kyle Roberts. But now these guys are going to come down and get fresh tires and get on equal footing, and that's going to be sort of a detriment to him. Well, all right. Well, I tell you what, I'm in a chit-chatting mood, and so I'm gonna bring Kyle Roberts up in here and talk to him real quick. Kyle Roberts, this is Eddie in the booth. You got a copy?
Oh yeah, what's going on, man?
Man, you got the VR headset. You looking racy out there. You went. You had that incident early. Had to use your fast repair, which is sort of a bummer here early. But yeah, you got 4 tires, driving up through the field. With those 4 tires, making big moves. However, that caution couldn't have been at the worst time because now these guys have got fresher tires than you, but you got the track position. So what you playing here? How's the truck feeling? And what are you going to do to try to stay up front here?
The truck feels good. I'm I don't know, really. I'm kind of banking on another wreck here before long,
Well,
or I'm gonna be hung out to dry.
Well, you got that VR headset. How's it feeling? Are you enjoying it? You have. This is the first time I've seen you race with it. How's it going?
Well, I got it a couple of weeks ago and run a little bit with it, and it feels good. I mean, I can definitely tell where I'm at better. And can run closer to people.
Well,
but, it's just a lot different.
Yeah. Do you get sweaty under that thing?
It is. It does get hot.
Well, at least you won't have to worry about the old lady come and bother you while you're racing, and you can't hear the background noise. You're kind of locked in. But good luck to you, Kyle. We'll let you get back to racing, and good luck to you here.
All right, thanks, man.
Well, you can tell Kyle not too much confidence here after that. Kind of hurt his strategy. But he seems like he's having a good time, and I think that's what's the most important. And it looks like a lot of guys are having a good time, so we'll just keep doing that. I mean, I'm enjoying talking to these guys. Some of these guys I haven't talked to in a while. We haven't seen them. We haven't raced in a few months, and so I'm going to be talking to as many people as I can, especially during cautions. What else is going on? We're not going to sit here and watch these guys drive around at 70 miles an hour. So we'll get some talk to some people. Try to get some new people in here that we haven't met before. Get to know them, and get their sponsors and stuff on the broadcast. But here we go, about to get rolling. Pace truck going to pull off again. Lap 27 coming to 28. Side by side, Kyle Roberts and Aaron Adcock into the Geico restart zone, and Kyle Roberts really waits a long time before he gets going, and that's going to give the 17 an advantage. Really, I haven't seen anybody do that. He waited so long in the box that the green flag just came out, and because of that, that gives the top side to Aaron Adcock. So we're going to see what these four tires are going to do as Andy Kurt's down all around the bottom already, as he is getting with it with those fresh tires. That Valvoline's number 5 machine down at the bottom. That bottom works really, really good here on new tires. And there's nobody down there. You see Matt Clement up there with Lucas Lyons all over the back bumper. Lucas, you better be careful. That's the league. That's the league admin that he's running into. Better watch out. That's not somebody you want to be pushing around. Lucas with those brand new tires, and so does Matt Clement. So we got all kinds of different strategies here. Brandon Wallace not on new tires. He is starting to fall back quickly as, man, we got a lot of guys all over the place. Got some dust being thrown up. That 99 machine not quite moving right now, but he's got it sort of at a tire disadvantage. Kyle Roberts, though, was doing a good job and is now trying to hold on to that bottom line. But Lucas Lyon, man, look at him. He is moving. He's being very, very aggressive here as they're going to go 3 wide here down into turn 1. And Tracy Pass is going to go down, try to take the lead from his teammate. Side by side, Po-Man. Oh, Tracy going to get a little bit loose. Kyle Roberts gets loose. Oh, he comes up. The 8 gets into the wall. Contact. What a great job by everybody to not wad it up there. The 8's going to get into the wall, but whoa, that was scary. As you saw, both Tracy Passons and Kyle Roberts just a little bit loose there. As now here comes the 8, going to go 3 wide as they're still battling up front. Andy Kurtz has gotten the lead. I don't know what to watch. I need to zoom the camera out to get everything. Here, we'll give you a big zoomed out camera as up front there's still a battle for the lead. As the 25 is now going down to the inside, we're seeing Aaron Adcock starting to fall off a little bit. But boy, oh boy, it looks like Tracy and Aaron, they're on those older tires, so we're seeing the tires really making a difference here as Aaron falling back pretty quickly along with Kyle Roberts and Chuck Phelps, and Tracy Passon's now starting to fall off. Now, what normally happens with these tires, they were cool during caution, and to try to give you an idea is, man, we're 3 wide back here. That's Chuck Phelps in the middle, Daniel Cunningham down on the bottom, and Kyle Roberts up top. 2 drivers, the middle and the top, on older tires. So that bottom can be a place you could run if you got brand new tires. But what happens is on those first couple laps, you've got sort of an equilibrium with tire temperatures. But as they heat up, those older tires, the drop off in times happens really quickly. So that's what we're seeing right here. Just seeing Lucas Lyons and Andy Kurtz start to pull away with Michael Kostick, who was just in the wall, is now part of this little trio. So as we've got guys going everywhere back here. It's 3 wide all over the place. You got Jerry LeGrand in that 28 machine. Mike Bertosa. Oh, they're going to make contact. Mike Bertosa goes around the broadcaster curse, and caution is out. As I believe James Nelson involved as well, that 7 truck. And caution is out yet again, as we kind of saw that happening. I feel like it was just a ticking time bomb for what was just some wild racing. But we'll go another Kinder Farman Ranch Wreckage Rewind, and we'll see what happened. The 72 of Mike Bertosa there in the middle of your screen. 3 wide. And just comes down. Alex Veith was there. James Nelson were nowhere to go. Yeah, hard to say maybe what was going on there that kind of maybe. Yeah, only thing I can think of is that if we kind of look at it from a different angle, I think Mike maybe didn't know that somebody was down there, and you can see he was lifting to try to get out of that 3 wide situation. I don't think he knew that Alex Veith was down there in that 51 and was trying to lift and get out of that 3 wide situation, and Alex was there and brings out the caution. So just hard racing. And you could see some guys just nervous about 3 wide, and I don't blame them. 3 wide, especially if you're just trying to get a hang of the car and the track, you can be difficult. So, but a quick caution, about 8 laps there on those tires. And here comes Tracy Passons and Aaron Adcock coming down pit road to get 4 tires and fuel. So now they will likely be on the positive side of the tire wear, but they will fall back to probably outside the top 10 at least, probably actually the top 15. So going to put them back a little bit, but they seem to be really fast. So I think it's going to continue to be the racing that we've seen with the tire strategies working the way that they are. Just don't forget, we only have 4 total sets. So if they change 1 set of tires, they're on that second set, and they only have 2 more. Well, let's bring Andy Kurtz up into the booth. We'll talk to him and see what he's thinking about in that 5 Valvoline machine. Andy Kurtz is Eddie in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, man. What's up? Gotcha.
Man, not too much. Glad to be back here at the Rebels Truck Series and get this thing. I appreciate your paint scheme. I said on the broadcast that you're likely to get a lot more screen time with that thing. It's looking good out there, and so are you. Up front, you've been up front most of the race. You got that tire advantage. You were moving up through the field pretty quickly, and you got up to the front with Lucas. What's your strategy here? What are you trying to do? And how do you feel about now? You're going to have about 9-lap older tires than some guys who are about the 15th position. Kind of how you feeling right now, and what's your plan going forward?
Yeah, feeling good. I think it's just important to not get behind with, pit strategy and tires depending on how the cautions fall. So didn't go down pit road there just because we'd still be short on fuel. So stayed out, and it's fun racing. It's tough passing. We got the top line's pretty dominant. So just kind of hanging out behind Lucas here. Still early, so see how we do.
Yeah, well, it looks like it is a lot of fun. I mean, the racing has kind of been wild. Are you surprised at all that guys are pretty aggressive here early. I know we're about halfway through, but guys have been really aggressive. Are you surprised by that, or is that pretty much par for the course for a drafty track like this?
Yeah, I think between that and, just being the first race, I think we're all pretty excited, myself included. So you'll have that. So at least it's here, not like Daytona or something. So yeah, the truck's pretty loose too, which is, I think, adding a little bit to it. So a little surprised about that. But yeah, like you said, it's a lot of fun.
Well, all right. Well, hey, as long as we're having fun, that's the most important thing, and y'all definitely look like you're having fun out there. But good luck, Andy.
All right, man. Thank you.
Andy Kurtz, a championship favorite, I would imagine. Going to be starting in second here on this restart. Lucas Lyons, who we talked to a little bit earlier, your pole award winner, back out front. He's got Michael Kostick behind him. Some guys that we haven't seen up front just yet. Daniel Cunningham, Travis Bieber. So we got some new players, and Mickey Isaac that back there in the 7th position. So guys are slowly moving their way to the front. Guys we haven't really talked about just yet. But Lucas going to bring us down to the Geico restart zone, and he's going to get going, which I think is probably the best thing to do as green flag is back out here, lap 37 of 75. And we are now crossing over halfway. 75 laps is sort of a little it'll trick you here at a track like Michigan. We're talking about 40-second laps, and it can the 75 laps can really sneak up on you. But side-by-side battle up at the front. Daniel Cunningham looking down to the inside. We're going to keep an eye on those fresh tires. I think that's where we're going to see some big moves. Aaron Adcock, one of those that's on fresh tires. We'll have him here in the DSRN picture-in-picture. But there's a big battle up front, and we'll see if he's able to make something happen. But up front, it is just a cluster. You know what? I mean, there are 10 trucks in this first little pack. Daniel Cunningham starting to be a player, trying to get up front and take the lead. Down on the inside, but the push from Andy Kurtz there on the outside is sort of the difference there. Is Andy Kurtz going to push Lucas down into turn number 1. You see just how big of a run he got. Lucas really up close to the wall there. I think that, oh my goodness, they come together. I puckered up a little bit, got a little nervous. I thought that was it for Lucas Lyons. He got really high there, and I thought he was going around, but you see Aaron Adcock slowly but surely down in the picture-in-picture, making passes, trying to find his way. As that group up here is just going wild up front. But Mickey Isaac, we haven't talked too much about him. Here he is up into the top 5. Mickey Isaac, I think he is a championship favorite. He is always sort of a dark horse favorite. Oh, no! No! No, and he gets loose! And he saves it. As soon as I talk about him, it's unbelievable. Mickey Isaac gets loose and almost goes around. Broadcaster curse is intact, as that was very, very scary. Mickey Isaac going to fall all the way back to the going to fall all the way back to the 22nd position as we go to talk about it. It looked like he might have got a little bit of contact. No, it just gets loose. We'll take a look at the Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind real quick. Well, actually, we'll do it in the picture-in-picture. You can see him there in that 01. The 8's real close, but I don't think they make contact, and he just gets loose. And who is in the 28? Who's in the 28? Who is that? Jerry LeGrand? Hey, buddy, that was awesome. What a great job by you to miss that wreck. That could have been massive. And the 28 does a good job of getting off the gas, getting on the brakes, and barely missing that thing. So great job by Jerry LeGrand in that 28 machine. He's kind of going backwards now. Kind of stuck up there all alone, no help. But does a great job. Maybe trying to catch his breath. I don't know. Now, talking about Aaron Adcock, he is all the way back up into the 5th position. Was taking his time, not being too aggressive. And, man, I tell you what, I think that's going to be the difference. He does have about 8 lap fresher tires than the guys all around him. So him and Tracy Passons have been smart, taking it easy, saving those tires, and making use of them. You can see just able to drive right under the 8 machine. Just those tires making a huge difference in the middle of the corner. That top side still has a pretty big run off of the corner. But you'll see in the next couple turns, I mean, look how much he's able to drive down to the bottom and make that truck work. You just can't do that on older tires. So he's already up even with Andy Kurtz. I mean, he is going to the front. There is no doubt about it. Tracy Passons, you can see there on the right of your screen, he is right behind this group. But Aaron has been slicing and dicing, using these tires to his advantage. When it goes green, Aaron's going to be, oh my goodness, and he gets loose. Oh, what a save. Holy shit. That is impressive. As he's going for the lead, and boy, that 17 truck, the Poban, gets a little squirrely, and he saved that bad boy. He's going to duck in the line behind these guys and get settled in third place. Try to cool that right rear down a little bit. But he knows he's got the tires. Maybe got a little excited, I don't know, but now he's going to drop back in line. But, man, whew. What a scary moment there for the 17 trucks. Now they're nose to tail first all the way back to third. He's going to try to get to the outside of Andy Kurtz. He's really trying to sneak up there, but Andy not going to allow that to happen. The 17 all over the back bumper. Now the 17 sort of stuck. Michael Kostic there on his inside. He's not able to use the run, so he's got to stay right on the back bumper of Andy Kurtz. He knows he's got the tire advantage, and he can see the leader. There's no reason to get too aggressive here, but I know he wants to get to the front. Now he's going to try to make it 3 wide. Michael Kostic has the run. Oh, my goodness. It gets loose again down to the bottom. And saves it again. That right rear is on fire. But at this point, I'm sure he's like, man, I wish he'd get the camera off and quit cursing me. As now Tracy Passons gets up to the inside of the 5 machine. So Tracy, the next driver, besides Alan Nash on those 4 tires. So Aaron not able to get up here and take the lead. You see these top 3 really working together. But here comes Michael Kostic down to the inside. He's ready to take the lead. He wants to get up front. Kostic gonna clear himself. Lucas gonna do a crossover, go down to the inside, but I think that outside is just really strong on older tires. We'll see if Lucas can do the same thing. He's going to try to slide. He drives it deep. He's not going to make it, though. The 8 truck's got it wound up. Oh, he is going to make it. He does complete the slider right in front of the 8 machine. And, boy, Tracy Passons and Alan Nash loving this because this just allows them to drive right up through them as that bottom starting to really fall away. But, man, look at Kostic all over the back bumper of that 25 machine. 25 going to go try to arrow block the 53 of Tracy Passons. Passons going to throw a wild slider off of turn 2, and he is going to get that top spot or top line as Michael Kostic now down to the inside. Lucas Lyons sort of playing both lines as you see at Daytona and Talladega. And there are so many drivers I would love to be watching right now racing, but fortunately the racing for the lead is too damn good. Tracy Passons has gotten himself up into second place, but Lucas has been really strong at defending this. But here he got a big run there. Lucas going to try to drive down on his door to keep him from being able to drive up off the corner. Tracy, though, able to hold on to it. No, Lucas takes a wide exit, so that gives Tracy the run. Lucas would normally have a pretty massive run down the back straightaway, but not this time. So Tracy, with those fresh tires, Lucas going to drive down on his door again. Oh, and Tracy going to get the lead, and Lucas going to get a little bit loose, and he is going to lose a ton of spots there as he's falling back. You see the momentum loss from Lucas Lyons. He's going to fall all the way back to 7th. Just one little mistake there. It goes from the lead back to 7th position. That's how competitive it is. So Tracy Passons has the lead for just a second as here comes Michael Kostic down to the inside. He's ready to make a move. Oh, Aaron Adcock's loose again. What's he doing? Quit it. That 17 is... I know he's probably aggravated at this point, but he has saved that truck 3 times now as we've got a battle for the lead still brewing. Michael Kostick down to the inside is going to complete that pass, is going to slide up in front of Tracy Passons. And here comes Alan Nash slowly but surely becoming a big player up at the front. Alan Nash, another one of those championship favorites, I would imagine. And, I mean, this whole top 10 is full of championship favorites. Tracy Passons, Michael Kostick, no stranger to Rebel championship races. As Kostick gets a little bit loose. You can say, Tracy Passons going to get loose and get to the wall. And he's gonna scrape the wall a little bit. And that opens the door for Alan Nash, who takes the lead. Here comes Andy Kurtz to the outside. He's going to try to get that thing wound up around the Larson line and try to get a run here as these boys are racing. Boy, I love this. It's so much fun. Well, I've been missing this. Is Alan Nash going to take the lead? He's going to set himself apart just a little bit as they're still battling back behind him. Aaron Adcock falling all the way back to 10th position. You would think, he's way back in 10th. Hell, that's right behind. Right here is a 3 wide. Tracy Passons in the middle, 3 wide. Lucas Lyon on the bottom. And I think that's Larry Dale, two first names, was there on the outside in that 82 machine. He's going to fall back a little bit. Tracy Passons is going to get that position. But right now it's Alan Nash up front, side by side for the Bandits Motorsports. That's going to be Daniel Cunningham, Michael Kostick. As here comes Larry Dale down pit road. So I don't know if this is a scheduled pit stop. It may be. But he's coming down pit road, so Larry Dale brings that machine down pit road and going to take 4 tires and fuel. So he pitted 25 laps ago, so it may be a scheduled stop. But up front, we're still battling side by side. Alan Nash starting to pull away the biggest lead that I've seen all night, which is 0.4 of a second. Alan Nash has over Michael Kostick. But here we go, 3 wide. Tracy Passons down to the inside. He ain't playing around. Here comes Kurtz around the outside. Daniel Cunningham sort of in the middle here. They almost make contact down on the straightaway. Tracy Passons going to lose a couple spots now if Lucas gives a push to Daniel Cunningham, which he does. And you can see just the difference there. Is Tracy going to fall back even further. You see the 16 of, who is that? I don't know who that is. 16 of Kenneth Pack there, down on the apron. We got some lap traffic here out in front. As here comes Larry Dale out of pit road. Larry Dale comes down and gets 4 tires and fuel, so definitely needed to come down and get some fuel. As Charles Stevens 3 wide here with the 16 of Kenneth Pack. Good gosh, we have a little over 20 laps to go. And it's been some of the best racing that I've seen. Just incredible. As looks like we got more pit stops going on. Michael Kostick and Andy Kurtz coming down pit road together. Smart move. I like that. Come out with a teammate, somebody who is going to be able to draft with as you come off of pit road. That is a very, very smart move. They sort of slide through the pit stall. Oh, no. Did he get down in pit road? Michael Kostick is sitting sideways in his stall. Pit crew confused as all get out, but he does make it. Didn't have to back up at all. So Michael Kostick really, really pushing that pit stop there as Andy Kurtz did. They kind of drove through each other's stall, but here they come off of pit road now. And got more people coming down pit road. So a lot of takers here as these two are about to blend back up. But up front, we got Alan Nash still with the lead. He's got a second lead up front, but got a lot going on right now as guys are coming down pit road. Some are staying out, got new tires, fresh tires, all kinds of stuff going on. As Brandon Wallace making moves, he's up into the 4th position. Haven't talked about Brandon Wallace that much tonight, but he's up 22 spots. What the hell has he been doing? I haven't been paying attention to that 99 machine at all, but he's up 22 spots from where he started. And now on the back bumper of Tracy Passons as he's going to try to get up there and get a lead. Now, if we know anything about Brandon, he is a fuel strategy king, so he's going to stay out about as long as you possibly can. It sometimes works out in his favor, sometimes it doesn't. He gets at a tire disadvantage and a track position disadvantage staying out so long. But right now, I mean, he's looking good up there in the 4th position. Tracy Passons battling. Man, I tell you what, I'm stressed out as all get out. Look at this, man. This is crazy. Tracy passes like he's coming down pit road. Brandon Wallace going to stay out. So Tracy gives up that third position and now going to come down pit road. And Kyle Roberts, Brandon Wallace side by side as Alan Nash has started to pull away by quite a lot. As he kind of caught on to some of these guys that got fresh tires. And, oh, he's loose. That 27 got real loose there off of turn number 2 as he was trying to hang on to that draft of these guys. I think that's Kenneth Peck and Daniel Cunningham who have come down pit road. But I think at any moment they're going to see these guys come down and take those 4 tires. I mean, you can't make it the rest of the way, or you can make it all the rest of the way on fuel, but they obviously have to make one more stop. It looks like Lucas Lyon coming down pit road gives up that 7th position. Well, we had some cautions early, but I'm telling you right now, this has been an incredible race. And I am excited to see how this thing's going to play out. We have a nice long green flag run here. As, something wrong with Tracy Passons. He looks like he's running. I'm not real sure. It may have been a glitch there on the timing and scoring, but it looked like Tracy Passons had some sort of incident. We'll go back and check that on the tape and see if we see anything. But no caution came out. I don't see him having any problem coming off pit road, so it may have just been a false positive. Because I tell you what, there's so much mess going on right now. Is Lucas Lyons did have some problem, I think. No, he didn't. I think something off of pit road is causing this this event viewer to go crazy. But here comes Alan Nash. He's going to give up the top spot. That's going to give it over to Aaron Adcock, who these guys have a little bit extra in the tank, so they can go a little bit longer. But he's got Chuck Phelps right beside him down on the inside. Got Chuck and Aaron. I don't know what's going on here, but camera is not working with me, but expect to see these guys come down pit road in about 5 or 6 laps. They're going to lose a good amount of time to these new tires, which will be this group right here. Andy Kurtz, Michael Kostick, and Larry Dale are there running nose to tail. These are the guys who came down first, and they've been drafted working together with each other, which is going to be a pretty big lead whenever they come out or everything kind of cycles around. Right now, those three have about a 3.2 second lead over Daniel Cunningham, who is in the 6th position. So this is 3rd, 4th, and 5th here as Aaron Adcock and Chuck Phelps might be coming down pit road in the next couple laps here. Now, I know Aaron would probably like it if Chuck would kind of draft with him a little bit, work together, but Chuck has been kind of committed to that bottom line, maybe where he's most comfortable. And their tires are so worn, it's not like they can make a huge use of the draft anyway. So, but you got to think with just a little over 10 laps to go, they got to come down pit road soon. I'm a little surprised they didn't come down when the leaders came down, because they're not going to have a whole lot of time to try to make use of that advantage. And I think at this moment, Andy Kurtz, Michael Kostick, Larry Dale are currently in the best position. Now, curious. Going to go on board with Aaron Adcock here. Oh, man. Boy, am I good or what? I just kind of had a feeling. And looking down here at the RPMs as they go down into the corner, see a big old smile on Aaron Adcock's face on the camera. I think he's listened to the broadcast, and I've given it away, but you can see him clutching it letting those RPMs, he is saving him and Chuck Phelps. That's why they're not drafted. It'd be hard to draft when you're clutching and saving fuel. So these guys may be able to make it on fuel. So we'll see how that plays out. We have a little, little over 10 laps to go, 12 at this point. So gonna be interesting to see if these guys can make it on fuel. We were told around 30, 35 laps, and they are at that right now. So did they save enough fuel? Do they have enough? I would imagine if you thought you could make it, you would have already pitted. Now, the problem is Andy Kurtz and Michael Kostick currently lapping about 2.7 seconds faster than these two drivers. So a couple laps ago they were 18 seconds behind, but now they're just 13.4. So at that rate, and they're really off the pace. 44.5 for Aaron and 41 flat for Andy Kurtz and Kostick. At this rate, unfortunately, Andy Kurtz and Michael Kostick will run them down unless something is, unless they say, okay, I'm good on fuel, I can make it from here, and they start to pick up the pace. But right now it's already down to 12.2 seconds, and we just got a little over 10 laps to go. But nothing like a little bit of drama to end this first race. I love it. Guys trying some different strategy, trying to do something to get that win. They pitted a little bit after, about 7 laps after the rest of the guys. So can they save enough fuel? They're really saving hard. Chuck Phelps is really off the pace, about 10 miles an hour slower on the front stretch than Aaron Adcock. So it's going to be close. I know they're watching that relative, and right now you can see it on the left side of your screen, down to under 10 seconds. So it's not a lot, but it's still 3 seconds, a little under 3 seconds a lap, which, that will be about 4 laps they will have caught up. So just depends on how much they really have to save is going to make the difference here, because at some point to be able to hold on to this win, Aaron and Chuck are definitely going to need to kind of get back going at 100. So they may just be saving as much as they can, wait on Andy and Michael to get within 4 or 5 seconds and then hammer down. Hopefully they got enough fuel. So we'll see. Can't wait to see it play out. If they don't have enough fuel, they may have to just save and try to come away with the top 10. But that's where we're at right now. And we'll keep an eye on it. 67 of 75. Can they make it? We go back here. Michael Kostick has not moved from the back bumper of Andy Kurtz. Teammates here at Bandits this season working together. Try to get this win. They're in a good position. Running third and fourth. Now just waiting to see if the guys in front of them can save enough fuel. Now Aaron and Chuck have both picked up the pace last lap. Now back into the 43-second bracket here. They've been running the 44s, and here comes Michael Kostick. Oh, caution is out. Caution is out. Josh Lokovitz. And Mike Veith. Josh looks like he's running fine. Trying to find Mike Veith and see. Oh, he's sideways on the track. Well, that changes everything. Everybody's going to have to come down pit road. I know that. Oh, Mike is still having trouble. Good grief. Oh, he's giving him something to fix for sure. That thing is really out of shape. You can see he's not able to really steer that thing. So we'll try to see what happened to Mike Veith and find out why this caution came out. But now I just wonder how many people have tires. What's the situation here as I go back and look here on the Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind. Mike Veith just, I don't know if he got loose or what, just came right down across. I'll actually back it up a little bit, give you that far chase, but like he might have gotten loose. Yeah, just gets loose up on the top side trying to gather it up, and Josh Lokovitz was there. A little bit of net code kind of helped Josh. But that is the reason for the caution. So, Here we go. Down pit road. No surprise. Everybody's got at least 15 laps on these tires. If you've still got a set of tires, you got to come down and take it. There's just no doubt about it. There's no reason not to. And so Aaron Adcock and Chuck Phelps, while their strategy of saving gas didn't work, we don't know if they could have made it or not. But the good news is they have track position. So they're able to come down, get 4 tires and fuel, and hold on, be up near the front. So while maybe it didn't work out the way they hoped, they still have a shot. They're not out of it because everybody else had to come down pit road. Now, the difference is going to be who stays out here, and it looks like a lot of folks are staying out. Daniel Cunningham has 15 laps on his tires. Alan Nash, 10 on his tires. I'm actually surprised to see how many people stayed out here, but we'll go green with about 3 laps to go. So not a bad call, especially if you're Daniel Cunningham, Alan Nash. You got to feel pretty good about the fact that you've got 6 other trucks that stayed out and sort of a buffer between these new tires. Make no mistake about it, Aaron Adcock, Andy Kurtz, Lucas Lyons, Chuck Phelps, Brandon Wallace, Brandon Wallace may have only taken 2. Michael Kosick, those drivers will be moving. They'll be making moves. They'll be 3 wide. You're going to see a crazy last few laps. We do have 2 green-white checkers if we need them, and I got a feeling that we might use them. Well, let's talk to your leader at the moment. I know he's probably talking to his teammate, but we'll try to sneak him up here. Daniel Cunningham, is Eddie in the booth? You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, I know I don't know if you're nervous or you feel good about your call. You got 6 other guys that stayed out with you. Tell me a little bit about this call to stay out here with just a few laps to go.
Everybody else in front of me pitted, and I said, to hell with it. I mean, literally what went through my mind. Like, I'm going to do the opposite of whatever they do. It might work, it might not, but hey, can't blame me for trying.
Well, what's your strategies? Y'all get doubled up, getting ready to go. You're going to have about 4 laps to settle this thing. What's your strategy here on this restart to get out front and try to stay away from these new tires?
I don't know. Just let her rip, I guess. That's about the only thing I got right now, and hopes that maybe the fresher tires gets held up a little bit. I think a couple guys took 2 there, too, so they might be skating a little bit here on this restart.
All right. Well, you started 6. You're up in the lead, so good luck to you, Daniel.
Thank you.
Daniel Cunningham with the lead at the moment. We'll see if he can hold off. Now, the new tire is going to be from, let's see, about 7th on back. So, Butch Taylor there in the 33 truck, he is not on new tires. I believe he might have taken either just fuel only or 2. Brandon Wallace also on 2. So, they will obviously not have the same grip level as the 17. Now, the 17 is the first guy on new tires. We'll watch the lead battle here, and we'll get Aaron's perspective on the picture-in-picture. And we'll see who's going to come away with this win. 4 laps to go here. Daniel Cunningham with the control. The restart's going to get a nice jump here. The top side doesn't get a great run. But here we go. Green flag is out. Who is going to win the first race of the season? You already see Andy Kurtz is going to be side by side back here, 3 wide. As Aaron's now looking down to the inside. Forget the picture-in-picture. We're going to show it. As right now Daniel is doing a great job. He's able to pull away. But here comes the 17. Can he make the moves he needs to make? Now he's got his teammate right in front of him. Will he give him a break? Looking down to the inside. Alan Nash starting to get a run here on the 08. Here comes the 17. The 19 comes down and blocks. Now it's here comes Lucas Lyon. Has a massive run. The 17's blocked in with nowhere to go. Caution is out. Caution is out. Chuck Phelps. Oh, Chuck Phelps. Travis Bieber going around. I believe Charles Stevens involved. Caution comes out. So we will have our first green-white checkered as Chuck Phelps, Travis Bieber goes down pit road, and we'll try to see what happened there as Chuck was one of those drivers on new tires and has taken a spin down as he was 3 wide with Travis Bieber. Let's take a look here. Charles Stevens on the outside. Chuck Phelps. Oh, Travis Bieber gets a little bit loose under the 75 and just overcorrects back up into the 75. And Charles Stevens Jr. and actually goes into the infield. So, disappointing way to finish the race for Chuck Phelps. It was all the way up into second place while he was saving fuel, and now he is back, excuse me, in the 26th position. Don't mean to cough. It just kind of sneaks up on me. Had COVID a couple weeks ago, and I just haven't been able to get rid of it. So, I'm not trying to cough. I would like to mute it if possible, but it sneaks up on me sometimes, especially as exciting as this race has been. Now, Daniel would love to have seen that go green the rest of the way because he does not want to see these cautions, I don't think. I think Aaron now up into the 5th position. Aaron probably is excited to see the caution too because he kind of got boxed in there. Matt Clement comes down, makes it side by side, and Aaron with nowhere to go as Lucas goes down to the inside, makes it 3 wide. So I think Aaron is probably happy to see that because he was going to fall back. Oh. As Davy Jones just flying by the field. He gets the lucky dog. But every caution, I mean, if we get another green-white checker, those new tires will be closer and closer. So I know Daniel didn't want to see that. Wanted to see it go green the rest of the way because he had a pretty nice lead. But these 2 wide restarts put those new tires pretty close. Lucas Lyon has been extremely aggressive. He has shown that he's been able to make moves that other guys just can't. So, you know, Aaron has the track position. He's ahead of Lucas, but I think they'll be side by side on the restart. It's just going to be it's going to be whoever can get has the opening that they can drive through. They're both really quick. Lucas is a little bit more aggressive, which I think is what you have to be at this point. We've already seen Aaron get loose a couple times, so he may be a little reserved about, pushing that truck harder than he needs to. But, it's whoever's going to get the opening, I think, is going to be able to get out ahead. But they're going to have to work for it. None of these guys want to give up these spots. All right, side by side, first green-white checkered of the season. And no surprise, I mean, this race has had it all, and it's been pretty enjoyable. I have to say, a lot of cautions, but not as many as we could possibly have with this many drivers. And can these new tires get it done? Can Daniel Cunningham and Alan Nash battle it out and come away with the win with a good pit strategy to stay out here? Because a couple quick cautions, and Daniel Cunningham has the win. So, if we get another caution, we'll rack them up, do it again. But then we have another caution, the race is over. So he's got the track position. He's got control of the restart. If you're Daniel, you're in the best shot to win this thing. And he had a great restart last time. Let's see if he can do it again. Well, all right. Well, thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all are strapped in. Put your seatbelt on. We're about to go racing here for a green-white checkered. Daniel Cunningham going to lead us down into the Geico restart zone. Who is going to win this race? I ain't got a damn clue. As Daniel gets a nice jump. Now the 17. I'm watching the 17 and the 25. The 25 trying to sneak up to the outside. Not quite able to do it. As here they go. Andy Kurtz trying to go down to the inside, but the 17 covers it. He's down to the inside, but the run of the 25 and the 69 there side by side. And now Lucas going to go try to go 3 wide again. Matt Clement there on the outside, and Lucas has the run. Here they go down into turns 3 and 4. Lucas going to look. 17 tried to block him, but just Lucas had a massive run. The 17 going to have to hold up. Lucas has got the position and where he needs to be. He's going to be 4 wide here in just a second. As here they go, 4 wide for the lead. White flag is out here in the Rebels Truck Series. Who's going to win this thing? Oh, they are 4 wide. Can they do it? Andy Kurt's going to make it 5 wide. Who's going to come out with the lead? 4 tires Here they go side by side down the fresh tires. Here comes the 17, going to go to the inside. He's got the run. Who was going to do it? White flag is out. A push from Alan Nash. They're door banging down the back straightaway. Does 17 have it? He needs to do a slide job here. Is he going to do it? Michael Nash comes up and almost makes contact. He goes, Aaron's going to go off the track. I don't know if that's a good thing. Down on the inside. Who was going to win it? They're door banging at the line. Oh, I don't know who won it. There's a massive wreck across the line, and according to iRacing, according to my time and scoring, it's Aaron Adcock who comes away with the win. I'm sorry about the camera. The camera just ate me alive there. I'm trying to wait on iRacing to settle the results, and sure enough, Aaron Adcock comes away with the win. Unbelievable. You know we're going to go back and watch that again. You see a 4 wide entering turn number 1 on the white flag, and immediately you see the difference in the tires. Daniel Cunningham, no, as Aaron Adcock goes down to the inside, makes a great run down to the inside. Michael Nash comes down to help him. They're door banging. Lucas doing the best he can to try to get that going. The 17's going to do a slide job, but he gets loose. He doesn't try the slide job. He gets loose, and now he knows he's in trouble. He comes down, and he knows the victory. He's got to do something. He comes down and door bangs. They get connected. They go through the grass, and Aaron Adcock able to win it with that move right there. That, if there was a winning moment at all, you can see they get hooked, and it just stops Lucas's run there. And my God. Unbelievable. That is awesome. Boy, I tell you what, it does not get better than that. I know some guys may not be happy. Lucas may be one of them. But, you can't ask. What do you expect to happen? The first win of the season. They're fighting for it. And just contact. And I don't know if they got stuck. You see they're kind of going inside of each other. And, Aaron just knew that when he got loose, he was in trouble and he had to do something. And he comes down to try to make contact to slow Lucas down. And they get connected. Cover your kids' eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Good grief. But look at this. That's such a big run. And here comes Andy Kurtz just at the last second. Andy trying to sneak in there and take the win. And Aaron able to get it. Just unbelievable, man. Wow. That is awesome. We'll go back and we'll actually go on board with Andy Kurtz and watch it from his perspective. You see Alan Nash trying to play defense for his teammate. You see Aaron Adcock get loose. He knows he's in trouble. He comes down, makes contact with the 25, and Andy's like, yeah, y'all wreck. He runs in the grass. Andy thought, I'm going to get it. And then at the last second, they come back on the track. Just unbelievable. That's what I'm talking about. Man. Woo! My goodness. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm excited to talk to these drivers. Andy Kurtz is going to be the first one up on the docket. So we'll go back and we'll get him in here as soon as we can, as soon as they get in there. But, man, I tell you what, that is a damn good way to start off this season. So congratulations to Andy Kurtz. And we'll go through the results real quick while we're waiting on everybody to get here. And we'll go through those right now. Well, you saw it. Look at that. Less than a tenth between first and third. Alan Nash comes home in fourth. Michael Kosick in fifth. Matt Clemon with a great finish in the sixth position. Seventh is Daniel Cunningham. Just too much, those new tires. But an awesome strategy call, comes home at seventh. Larry Dale comes home in eighth. Spencer Gay comes home in ninth. Brandon Wallace with a top 10. In 11th, Mickey Isaac. James Nelson in 12th. Tracy Passons in 13th. Kenneth Pack in 14th. Alex Veith with a great finish in 15th. Jerry LeGrand in 16th. Stephon Davis in 17th. Mike Veith in 18th. Kyle Roberts in 19th. Charles Stevens in 20th. 21st is Chuck Phelps. Disappointed, I'm sure, but a good race. Just had some contact there that from Travis Beaver getting loose. It happens sometimes. Butch Taylor in 22nd. 23rd, excuse me, is Gary Wright. Davy Jones in 24th. 25th is Tommy Osborne. 26th, Matt Knights. 27th, Mike Bertosa. 28th, Jimmy Cofield. 29th, Travis Bieber. 30th, Jake Cunningham and Josh Lokovitz. With some issues, maybe some connection issues, comes home in 31st. Well, oh my goodness. Well, I'm ready to talk to these drivers, and I cannot wait to hear their perspective. Hopefully everybody's in good spirits as we get ready to talk to Andy Kurtz. We'll bring Andy up into the booth. Andy Kurtz, this is Eddie. You got a copy?
Hey, man. Gotcha.
Man, what a way to start the season. Some of the best racing that I've seen here in the Rebels Truck Series in a long while. You guys are fighting for every inch, and there at the end, had the new tires, and just didn't have the track position, having to fight your way through, and just an incredible battle. But talk to me about your race. Talk me back through what you need to do, and then there at the end, trying to take advantage of the 2 leaders, banging doors coming to the checker flag.
Yeah. Racing was good. Kostick and I were in really good spot there that last run. I don't know if the guys were trying to save fuel ahead of us or, if they were good or not, but I think it was just going to come down to him and I, but a caution came out that was unfortunate to see that, so didn't really know if we should pit or not. So I think couple more guys stayed out than we probably needed that last run, and then there's another caution, so that ate up some laps, so made it tough to make up track position at the end there. And yeah, that was a wild finish, but all in all, it was definitely good racing.
Well, I mean, 3rd out of 31st, that's a pretty good finish. Yeah, I mean, just one more lap. You think you would have had anything for those 2 guys?
Yeah, I mean, I think it would have been. I mean, they were probably going to be racing door to door, which is probably going to slow them down. So yeah, I'm sure whoever's 3rd in that situation and even 4th would catch them. So yeah, I'm sure like one more lap. We got shuffled around a little bit, but yeah, really just didn't need that caution to come out. But it would have been fun racing Caustic there for the win. But yep, all good.
Well, a 3rd place finish in the first race of the season. Congratulations, Andy. Just a lot of fun watching you guys battle and race, and just incredible. But yeah, man. So congratulations. Looking forward to seeing what you do. You're definitely a championship favorite this season. But as always, man, the floor is yours. Who you got to thank? Sponsor shout outs.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I want to thank you. Doing broadcasts again for us this season. I love going back and watching these. So I'm super pumped to go back and watch this one. And yeah, just want to thank everyone for putting this on. Matt, Brandon, everyone who got the season together for us. Super excited to start this, and yeah, excited for the season.
Well, all right, there you go. 3rd place, Andy Kurtz. Just so close. 0.085 seconds to win the thing. He comes home in 3rd. Let's talk to our 2nd place finisher, Lucas Lyons. And I'm sure not thrilled. Lucas, is Eddie in the booth? You got a copy?
That I do.
Well, I know you're probably disappointed. Come up that close. He had the run, little contact there at the line, and come home in 2nd place. But, man, you had a rocket ship tonight. You were very aggressive, and I think that's what needed to be in this race. Is it was just so hard to keep track position once you got it. But you were really aggressive, making 3 wide moves and making them work, driving real clean. And there at the end, had a shot at the win and came up just a little bit short. But, yeah, just talk a little bit about your race and then talk about the end there with that last call to come down and get 4 tires.
So, starting on pole for the first race of the season in a new league, it felt pretty good. The cart was a lot looser than I thought it was going to be during the race. Kind of ran the high line to help out my teammates and stuff like that. And I really didn't want to see that caution come out after green flag pit stops. I was catching on Andy and Mike with my fresh tires and stuff like that. But I knew tires was going to be kind of a big thing. As you saw, so I decided to come down and get those, and then come into the checkered, when you don't have any track left because someone realizes that I was the fastest truck all night and decides to leave me no room on the track, of course he's going to get the win by leaving me nowhere to go, and I was gonna drag race him to the line clean until he decides to turn even more left to force me in the grass, But I'll remember that and how he's got loose out of turn 2, not once, but probably 8 times that race. So if he's on my outside, I'm not gonna give him any room. I try to be clean with everyone in here, but I mean that's probably the most stupid move I've seen on Iris.
Well, a second place finish for Lucas. I mean, a great run. Started on pole, come home in second. I mean, that's a damn good finish, especially the first race of the season. It's a good way to start it out. Definitely can see you being a championship favorite in your first season here. But talk a little bit about the racing that was going on through the field, and a lot of guys don't like going 3 wide, but you had no problem doing it. Talk a little bit about being so new to the series, so new. You don't know a lot of people here, but you had a lot of trust that you could go 3 wide and make it work. Talk a little bit about that. I mean, you made some really awesome moves and able to gain some track position some other guys weren't able to do. Talk a little bit about that. What could you feel like you could do that the other guys couldn't do in that truck, that you were a little bit better than them?
Just running in the clean air, kind of realizing, all right, this is kind of a threshold I have before the rear end kicks out. And then when I was in traffic, just kind of watching the people in front of me, see what lines they were taking and just kind of analyze it. As Dale Senior used to say, like you could see there at Talladega and restrictor plates and stuff like that. I guess you could say I saw it the same way. I was like, all right, I'm gonna just rip the bottom, and I'm gonna trust the truck that it's gonna grip up and be there on exit, and it was. And it was a lot of fun racing my teammates up there and some other guys, but I mean, I'm highly disappointed. I wanted to get pole and then turn around and get the win, but I had no track.
Yeah, well, a great race. I mean, just a lot of fun. At least for me up in the booth, it was a very exciting last half of the race. I mean, just so much going on. And a great job by you, man. It was a lot of fun watching you race. You put on a show. So congratulations for your second place finish. And as always, man, who you got to thank? Any sponsors, shout outs?
I want to thank Cofield Asphalt Refinishing, everyone on my team, Andy, Mike, Daniel, Jimmy, and then Travis, and then also Ty. Like his real name's Jacob. I just want to give him a little bit of crap calling him Ty. I want to shout out Honor Home Loans and just everyone here putting everything on and all the sponsors over here and stuff like that.
All right. Well, there you have it. Second place, Lucas Lyons. A great start to the season, a great finish to back it up. As we got to get the winner in here. Your winner, Aaron Adcock, number 17. Aaron, this is Eddie in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, Eddie.
Man, what a race. What a wild finish. I mean, the race throughout was awesome. I mean, we had an early green flag run, had a little bit of a few cautions here and there that kind of slowed us up a little bit. But then we had a nice little run there at the end, and I got to know, were you going to make it on fuel?
Yeah, I was going to make it. I was probably going to, just the distance they had behind me, and it was like a 1 second a lap. So they were right behind me, and I had just enough time on the track to cross the finish line before the truck would have run out of fuel. But yeah, it was going to be tight, but I think I had enough to make it from what I could tell.
Well, I mean, just an amazing race. I mean, there was a lot to talk about. I mean, there were a couple times you got extremely loose, and you had to save it 2 or 3 times, and you had some amazing saves. What was so difficult? You had the fresher tires there during those incidents, but was it just the bottom, the looseness of the truck? What was causing that to make it where you just couldn't get the run off the bottom like that?
Yeah, just being at the very bottom, the truck would get upset if you got too close to the line or got below that that little seam right there, just off the line. But you got to do certain things to see what your truck's going to do when it comes down to the end of the race. And the more you do, the more you learn. And so I know now that you can't be fast and go that low to the line. And I didn't do it the rest of the night. So just something I had to put my truck there to learn to see what it would do. And know not to do it later on in the race, and learn from your mistakes.
Well, then you come down to the end of the race. You make the decision after that caution came out. You're going to make it on fuel, but you make the decision to come down pit road and get those 4 tires, and you were the first driver on those new tires. Now, the first little run, you kind of got trapped, almost lost position to Lucas there, but then you're able to drive up through the field, and there at the end, just unbelievable. 4 wide into turn 1 on the white flag. I mean, was your heart pumping? I mean, tell me what's going on inside Aaron Adcock's head as you go 4 wide into turn 1.
I wasn't lifting. I can tell you that much. I heard Daniel roll out of the throttle, and I just stuck in it. I knew Alan Ash was going to have to breathe the throttle a little bit on the top side with his older tires. And when I heard both of them roll out of the throttle, I just stayed in it. And when I saw Lucas come up, I'd made the crossover move. I knew I wanted the bottom going into 3 and 4, and got a little loose coming off of 3, right there in the middle of 3 and 4, and just got back in the gas as quick as I could.
Well, man, you guys, when you got through turn 1, you had the run. You crossed over Lucas as he was down on the bottom, and you get the run down to the inside. And then talk me 2, 3, and 4. You had it. You were probably, I don't know if you were trying to do a slide job, but you saw it get a little bit loose. What happened there?
No, just the left front got just a little bit below that seam that I didn't need to get below, and I touched it, and I just rolled the throttle just enough to keep the truck from getting upset. And I was committed to stay low the whole time. I wasn't gonna throw a slider and try to lose any kind of momentum going up the track, because then I know, he'd have just come right back down the track. If I went to go throw a block to the wall. So my mindset was already to stay low anyway, shortest way around the track. So that's what I done coming out of the middle of 3 and 4. And they say racers don't forget. Had a preseason race earlier this season in Michigan in a different car, and was involved with the same driver. So I know how I got raced at the end of that race, and I knew how I was going to race at the end of this race, and I wasn't going to take anything. I was going, hey, they put fenders on these bad boys for a reason. I was going to use it. I'd wreck my mama for a win to make it to the playoffs. So, it is what it is. It's the nature of the beast of playoff racing, and winning you're in. So I won, I'm in. So that's just the way I looked at it.
Well, it was exciting. I mean, and while people, obviously are going to get, frustrated, and Lucas not happy. In real life, they're banging doors to the line. I mean, it's what's going to happen. Yeah, and so
we're not at a tea party. We're at a racetrack. Well, you can leave your dress at the house, but when you show up to the racetrack, you better put your big boy britches on and be willing to rub a little bit. Rubbing's racing.
Well, yeah, I mean, exciting for both of you. I mean, it was still really awesome. I mean, Andy Kurtz tried to sneak in there at the last minute as y'all were going through the grass. I mean, it just incredible finish, and from a third party as a broadcaster, it sure is fun for me. And it's just awesome. So, man, congratulations, a great win. I mean, you made the moves you need to make at the end there and got the win. Now you're locked into the playoffs, so you can kind of just chill for the season, try to go trophy hunt. You don't have to worry about points. So, man, congratulations. Great finish, great drive. And, man, the floor is yours. So you got to thank.
First and foremost, my wife and kids wouldn't be able to do this without their support. My family that's been watching tonight, shout out to all those guys for watching. I'm glad we was able to put on a show. Apex Sim Racing, my guys at Poman Motorsports, appreciate all those guys, all the league sponsors, Chuck Feltz, Andy Kurtz, No Net Fast Repairs, Kinder Farm and Ranch, Flexible Freight Solutions, and of course V-Speed Racing Network. Appreciate everything you do in the booth. Can't wait to go back and rewatch it. And we'll move on to next week and start working on playoffs run.
There you have it. Your winner tonight, Aaron Adcock, with a crazy last lap as he takes home the win and locks himself into the playoffs. So, I mean, just awesome. There will be so many different opinions about the last lap, but the opinion I have is it was exciting, and it's good for me, good for business. So, Anyway, we got some awards to give out. That was a Flexible Freight Solutions post-race show. It had kind of hidden behind Aaron there, but want to thank Davey for sponsoring this segment of the race. We also have to give out another set of awards that we need to take care of. Your biggest mover of the race, your no-neck hard charger, is going to go to none other than Brandon Wallace. With that 26th starting spot, comes home 10th place. That's up 16 spots from where he started. Some more notables, Matt Clemon with 15 and Aaron Adcock 15 positions as well. But Brandon Wallace is your no-neck fast repair hard charger. So congratulations to him. As far as Hard Luck Award, I'm going to give that to Josh Lokovitz, which I can't get him on the screen just because of, timing and scoring. But he is going to be the Andy Kurtz Hard Luck Award winner. And that's Josh Lokovitz. Had some internet trouble, never really got it to be into the fray. So anyway, hate to give that award. I wish you would get rid of that award. I don't like giving it out, but Josh Lokovitz is going to win that. But anyway, that's it. Boy, I tell you what, that was a lot of fun. I am out of breath and can't wait to see what the next season or this whole season is going to bring. If racing is going to be like that all season, we're in for a good show. So I want to thank all our sponsors again. Hardline Transport Solutions for being the main sponsor. Mike Bertosa, Chuck Pegleg for the Pole Award, No Neck for the Hard Charger Award, Andy Kurtz for the Hard Luck Award, and Flexible Freight Solutions for the Post Race Show, and of course Kinder Farm Ranch for the Wreckage Rewind. Got some good use out of that tonight. So want to thank everybody, Matt Clemon, everybody for coming out and racing with all 31 drivers, putting on a dang good show. It was a lot of fun. But we will get out of here. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you don't mind, if you're not subscribed and you like what you see, hey, subscribe. No, I'm not trying to make money off of YouTube, but subscribing, liking, commenting on the videos makes a big difference in the algorithm and any kind of exposure that not only B-Speed Racing Network, but also anybody that we broadcast. Cross promotion is a big thing. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. That way, when you see a video that pops up, you can see it. You'll get notifications when we go live. All those things really important. Definitely like and subscribe and comment as well. Don't like begging, but it is the way that it is. We want to get everybody seen. We want to get some visibility, and that's how you do it. So, but yeah, thank y'all. A lot of fun. Can't wait to see what's coming up next week. We'll take a look at the schedule. Kansas up next. It's going to be another barn burner and just an incredible schedule, man. I'm kind of bummed I'm not racing in it because I would love to race this schedule. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if this is an omen for how the racing is going to go and how this season is going to go, it's a good one. But thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all enjoy it. And we'll see y'all next week in Kansas.